Keeping with the former president's influence on the party, new audio tapes we want to play you now. Another high-profile Republican in Congress speaking away from the public on January 6 about his own personal beliefs involving the former president and his behavior on that day, January 6. This time, Senator Lindsey Graham. Like similar tapes that we broadcast, they come from the reporting of two New York Times reporters.
We'll actually come out of this thing stronger. Moments like this reset. It'll take a while. People will calm down. People are, I don't want to be associated with that. This is a group within a group. And what this does, there'll be a rallying effect for a while where the country says we're better than this.
And Biden will help that, right?
Yeah, totally. He'll be maybe the best person to have, right? I mean, how bad can you get it, Joe Biden?
I mean, how mad can you get at Joe Biden? Lindsey Graham said that. Yes, Joe Biden would be the one to unify the country. How bad could it possibly be? This is what he says when he's not performing for his political aspirations, whatever the hell else he thinks he's supposed to be doing. So anyways, from these tapes, he says all these things, but you wouldn't get that from the fact that he tweeted this on the 1-year anniversary of January 6th. What brazen politicization of January 6th by President Biden? This is the same guy who you can't get mad at. I wonder if the Taliban, who now rule Afghanistan with Al-Qaeda elements present, contrary to President Biden's beliefs, are allowing this speech to be carried, is what he wonders. Weird. It's almost like unity only works if the folks you're trying to unify with are interested in unity. It doesn't work when the people like Lindsey Graham who say one thing and then do the other. So again, also a year ago on the Senate floor, after this whole thing happened, it's pretty obvious how clearly political this also was as well. So Trump and I, is what he said, we've had one hell of a journey. This is more from Lindsey Graham. I hate it to end this way. He said this on the night of January 6th, 2021. Oh my God, I hate it. From my point of view, he's been a consequential president, but today, first thing you'll see, all I can say is count me out. Enough is enough. He'd had it with Trump. Really weird how that works. You almost can't match up which Lindsey Graham you're gonna find. But there's a quick compilation of the consistent Lindsey Graham that we saw during Trump's presidency. Watch this.
I actually like President Trump. He's been very nice to me. He's allowed me to be in his world. He allows me to give my 2 cents worth about different issues when he was president. This is his party. If you don't get that, you missed a lot at CPAC. Let's just be honest. The bad guys were afraid of Trump. He's the most consequential Republican since Ronald Reagan. It's his nomination if he wants it, and I think he'll get reelected in 2024. And I'm not going to vote for anybody for leader of the Senate as a Republican unless they can prove to me that they can advocate an American first agenda and have a working relationship with President Trump, because if you can't do that, you will fail. President Trump deserves the Nobel Peace Prize and then some. President Trump is the most consequential Republican in the party. If Mitch McConnell doesn't understand that, he's missing a lot. As to President Trump, in that poll, you own the Republican Party, my friend. You are the hope of the future of conservatism, President Trump. Well, he owns the Republican Party. It's his nomination. The president has a hell of a story to tell about what he did for this country, and more importantly, what he can do. This is the party of Donald Trump. If you think otherwise, you're in for a rude awakening. If you play Trump, you're going to be a big loser.
You're gonna be a big loser. Really quick, Farron. This is what Donald Trump had to say about Lindsey Graham in February after all of that ass kissing.
On Saturday at the rally, you talked about the potential, if it's appropriate, of pardoning some of the January 6ers.
Yeah.
Lindsey Graham said a couple days later he thinks that's inappropriate. What do you think?
Well, Lindsey Graham's wrong. I mean, Lindsey's a nice guy, but he's a rhino.
He's a nice guy, but he's a rhino, Farron.
You know, that supercut of all those, Lindsey Graham clips praising Donald Trump. I'm watching that and I'm picturing if my dog could speak and you ask my dog like, hey, what's Farron really like? That is exactly what my golden retriever would tell you. Like, well, he's just the greatest. I mean, everything is wonderful. This guy is clearly in charge of everything. I love everything about him. But what Lindsey Graham is, and he's been this throughout his entire career, he's a remora, right? He's the little fish that hangs on to the side of the shark, just hoping to get a meal over what's left. And he will hitch on to whoever he thinks it is going to get him his next meal. First, obviously, it was John McCain. When John McCain before that, honestly, it was George W. Bush. Then it was McCain. Then he goes to Trump, and then January 6th, you see there, he sees that opening, like maybe I can hitch on and be with Biden. Maybe there's an opportunity for me there to be the sensible Republican that can get along. I mean, how mad can you get at Joe Biden? But he decided, nope, I'm gonna stay with this other shark over here because I'm getting good meals off of this, and I'm gonna forget or hope it never comes out that I just said all these horrible things about Trump and the good things about Biden. And they have to realize at this point, wherever you are, Republicans, just go ahead and always assume somebody is recording you, that there is a camera rolling somewhere, because y'all keep getting taken down by your own words. And it's funny, it's great for us to know who these people really are, but it's embarrassing for them, and they keep screwing up because they just don't ever learn from their mistakes.
They won't, and honestly, until the consequences come down, which we'll see maybe during the midterms, if whatever happens with Trump's picks and his endorsements and all the people that have been sucking up to him, we'll see. I mean, that's when the culmination comes, whether or not the winning and losing happens. That's the whole point of any of these folks, is to try and get in office and retain power and increase their power. By the way, a remora, which I didn't know was the actual name of it, also called a suckerfish. Oh, even better. Thank you for that. I love being educated every once in a while.